We envision a just and inclusive DC, where housing is a human right and every resident can access the resources they need to thrive. To realize this vision, we use the law to help individuals and families experiencing homelessness resolve the many challenges they face. So, first we have to break down barriers and help people access counsel. To do this, our network of volunteer attorneys provides legal services at sites throughout our community. This gives us a great understanding of the community, and it lets us advocate for long-term improvements in programs serving our low and no-income neighbors. We staff community intake sites across the city, and effectively, this means we make justice accessible. To improve homeless services, we also work to enforce DC's shelter laws, and we serve on the district's Interagency Council on Homelessness. We also protect affordable housing, which is the best way to prevent homelessness. We represent tenants in at-risk properties, and we work with federal and local housing programs to solve systemic problems. Finally, we want to stop the criminalization of homelessness. So we actually train DC police recruits on how to respond to homeless residents in a productive, non-punitive manner. Our approach is effective for several reasons. We meet clients where they are, physically and emotionally. Since we place lawyers at sites where our clients receive other services, we're easy to access. We're also a multiplier. Every dollar invested in our program leverages significant donated legal services. We combine individual representation with systemic advocacy, which means we're helping the client before us now and clients to come. We support clients as they speak out on their own behalf, and on a broader scale, we work in coalition with other advocates to turn up the volume of our call for justice. Our disability rights work is a good way to illustrate our different strategies. First, we wanted to more clearly define the rights of people with disabilities, so we successfully co-led a campaign that resulted in the passage of the Disability Rights Protection Act and the establishment of DC's Office of Disability Rights. To make that law meaningful, we do outreach and Know Your Rights trainings on federal and local law, and we represent shelter applicants and residents whose rights have been violated. We also testify at oversight and budget hearings to assure that programs supporting people with disabilities are well-run and well-funded. We use various measures of success. Certainly, we look at data, how many clients we've represented and whether we've achieved their goals. Have benefits that were wrongly terminated been reinstated? Was a shelter expulsion averted? Has a claim for disability assistance been granted? Beyond data, though, lie other harder-to-measure indicators of success. Do those who've been isolated feel connected to the supports they need? Do people with disabilities know their rights? Have shelter residents felt empowered to speak out about their struggles? Has sound public policy been adopted? When the answer to these questions is yes, we can claim success. We've been fortunate to attract and retain a team of gifted, deeply committed staff members. Peers have noted with envy how lucky we are to have so many long stayers on staff. People don't leave the legal clinic, they say, and it's true. Our work is a blend of direct service and advocacy with room for creativity mixed in. It's unique and very appealing to a lawyer who's devoted to individual clients, but who also seeks to reform the systems that caused her clients pain to begin with. This has drawn folks to make a long-term commitment to this work. Recognizing the dire state of public housing in DC, we successfully advocated for court intervention to reform DC's housing authority. In just 5 years, the court-appointed administrator turned the agency from one of the worst ranked in the nation to a high performer. We also led the effort to pass the landmark Homeless Services Reform Act, which provides a fundamental framework to protect the rights of people who are homeless. Our work also led to a Justice Department investigation of DC's emergency shelters, which prompted the district to make significant improvements in how the shelter system serves people with disabilities. The recent recession compounded our clients' problems while also forcing many large law firms to scale back their pro bono support. Our board's response was to reach out to a broader community of firms to forge new relationships and to tap more individual attorneys for financial support. Their generosity helped us through that critical time. But for our clients, every day is a critical time. Public funding for safety net programs remains in peril, and affordable housing has become even more scarce. We must be present to our clients in the challenging days ahead. Some of us at the legal clinic have fantasized about having a justice bus. This would be exactly what it sounds like, a mobile legal office equipped with a computer, copier, Wi-Fi. Going mobile would help us serve isolated communities and residents. We could be as transient as our clients sometimes are and make sure that when they have difficulty reaching us, we can still reach them. We're working for a more just community, and this idea would help us remain at our clients' side no matter where they are in the city. For all that's been accomplished, parents and young children are still living in unsafe places, and a lot of applicants wait a decade or more for subsidized housing. Gentrification looms as a threat to the few neighborhoods that are even remotely affordable. New resources would allow the legal clinic to expand our reach into the community. We could staff additional intake sites and leverage more pro bono support. We could do outreach to those who are isolated, connecting them with services. And we could assure that all our clients have a place in this community to call home.